What's the chances I lose? What's the chances I lose? What's the chances?
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Pickett back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw, Pickett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Six yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That is pulled in by a Diamond Kelsey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack on first down, Pickett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down inbounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will make it 6-0. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Six 0 our score after one. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10, 5, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 77 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there, as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got a man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down at the 28. 103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Completes it to Hardman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Here we go on fourth down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Pickett now on first down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Pickett sets up play action. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Butker's kick here is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 153 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll try and run this one right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes rolling to his right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes to throw it. That's caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Pickett back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Pittsburgh, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Go.